Here I have Suzuki S-Cross, and on this example I will show you how to change the navigation settings in the Suzuki cars. So basically let me show you how to find the navigation settings in Suzuki infotainment system, and let me show you how to change them. So let's begin with the home screen of the Suzuki infotainment system. Let's select here the settings with the gear icon. Then from this list of settings, let's use the left list to navigate and choose here the second option, which is the navigation. As you can see, you've got here all navigation settings that you can use. One of them is route condition. As you can see, you can set your preferences for the type of route to the car picks. You can use the short, main route, or recommendation. Recommendation means the car picks the most balanced route. I think it's the most useful one, so let me use it. You've got here also route options. As you can see, you can use the motorways, toll road, ferries, train transport. You can minimize, for example, the vignette road, traffic jams, etc., etc. You can decide which one you would like to use, disable, maximize, or disable. Let's go back. You've got also here dynamic route guidance. It's really useful. This uses the real-time traffic data to change your route if there is an accident or traffic jam ahead. So you can enable or disable this, but I usually prefer to have this enabled. You've got also the dynamic route guidance mode. Right now I've got the manual, but I can use the auto mode. When you've got the manual, it means that the car will ask you before changing the route due to the traffic. So I think it's better because you can decide when you would like to reroute your route. You can also use here this select route with no operation by DRG. As you can see, right now I'm using the current route. So it tells the car what to do if you don't respond to a traffic reroute suggestions. Currently, it will keep you on your current route, but you can change it to choose the new route. So if you don't do anything, the car will automatically choose the new route. You can also use and change the speed for ATA, so local roads, motorways. This adjusts how the car calculates the estimated time of arrival. And right now we are using the recommendation, so it uses the standard speed limits on average traffic data, but you can change it to, for example, 20 kilometers per hour or even 80 kilometers per hour. All right. What else? You can here also use the block area. As you can see, you can search them by name, by free words, by address, by postcode. So basically, it allows you to select specific areas on the map you want the navigation to always avoid. For example, some constructions or something like that. You've got also here the toggle to show an large guidance point. So when this turn on, the screen will show a zoom in of a complex intersection as you approach it. You can also enable or disable the show illustration of guidance points. It shows a 3D drawing or a realistic picture of a specific junction or exit. You can also use the auto zoom. You can enable or disable the auto zoom. It automatically zooms the map in when you are near or turn as zoom out when you are driving straight on a highway. So it's quite useful. It automatically zoom in, zoom out. You will just see the really great result if you have this enabled. So I will use this toggle to have this enabled. You've got also here show route guidance list, as you can see right here. So display a list of all upcoming turns on the side on the screen. What else? You've got here also show branch direction signs for a motorway. It shows the actual highway signs, blue or green signs, on your screen, so you know exactly which line to be in. So I prefer to have this enabled, and you've got also here the guidance for country borders. Of course, it will alert you when you are crossing into a different country. You've got guidance for merging points. It gives you a warning when two lines of traffic are about to merge into one. You've got also guidance for stop sign. It provides a visual or audio alert that a stop sign is coming up. So I prefer to have this enabled. When it comes to this stop sign, I would like to see and hear, so I will use display and sound, but you can, for example, use only a display. You've got here also warning of a school area. I will enable this feature because it will alert you when you are entering a zone with a school nearby, so you can slow down. Quite useful. And you've got here also interrupt AV screen with guidance. So if you are on the radio or media screen, the navigation will pop up or take over the screen when it's time to make a turn. So quite useful. I always keep this enabled, but you can, for example, disable this on show guidance point or dynamic route guidance, but I will keep them enabled. Alright, so as you can see, this is the full list of navigation settings that you can set up, that you can adjust. It's quite a lot of them. Those one were exactly in Suzuki S-Cross from 2026, but I think it's similar in other Suzuki cars. You can check out in your car and just change it to your needs. Alright, so that's it. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to our channel and leave thumbs up.